Go inside yourself and see what your stress level is today. Notice what's going on in your body right now. What sensations are happening in the body that give you information about how you are mentally and physically feeling today. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most stressed that you could be, pick a number of what is true for you today. And then just take a deep breath, inhaling and watching the breath as it moves in from your nose all the way to your abdomen, and then watching it through your mind's eye exhale. So take a deep breath in and exhale. And we're going to move into just a little bit of a moment of giving attention to your body. So if it's comfortable for you to close your eyes, do that. And if not, just look downward and soften your focus. And I want you to notice your body seated, wherever you're seated. Feeling the weight of the body on the chair and your feet on the floor. And take a few deep breaths. And as you take a deep breath, bring in more oxygen, enlivening the body. And as you exhale, have a sense of relaxing more deeply. Now notice your feet on the floor. Notice the sensations of your feet touching the floor. The weight and the pressure of your feet. The temperature surrounding your feet. And now notice your legs against the chair, the pressure, heaviness or lightness, pulsing. And notice your back against the chair. And notice the chair supporting the body and how it feels to be supported. And bring your attention to the stomach area. Is your stomach tense, tight? If it is, let it soften. Breathe into it. Notice your hands. Are they tense or tight? See if you can allow them to just soften. And notice your breath as you continue to breathe, as you walk your way through your body. And notice your arms and feel any sensations in your arms. Now move your focus up to your shoulders where we carry a lot of stress. Soften the shoulders if you can. Notice the tension if it's there. Notice your neck and your throat. Just breathing into those areas, softening them. Relaxing. Breathing. And moving up into the jaw area where we often clench our jaw and carry stress. What's your jaw speaking to you of today? And breathe into that area. Include your face and your facial muscles as you soften them. And noticing your scalp. Now just scan your whole body from the top of your head to your feet. Our body speaks to us with the sensations it has. Notice your whole body now. And take another breath in and exhale. And when you're ready, come back to the room and open your eyes if that feels comfortable. And just notice right now how you feel. Notice that you just spent the last 8, 9 minutes being very present in your moment. And again, meditation's not an escape from life, but preparation for really being in life. So what we did was a body scan, and a body scan technique is an introduction for people who are learning how to meditate. It's a good thing to do. When I'm doing my mindfulness courses, we work on body scans the first 2 weeks, and we do long body scans. And it's designed to help sync your body with your mind. We're really, as a society, very good at being in our head, but we're not so good at being in our body. And if we're going to be present in this moment, we need to be living in our body. So the body scan helps us get in touch with the body and inhabit your body, live in your body. So I would suggest that's a good way to do a quick, easy meditation that will help you be in the moment by just being aware of what's going on in the body. So what is meditation? It's both a skill and it's an experience. So meditation is like a formal exercise to cultivate awareness and compassion. And when I say compassion, it also means that you'll cultivate compassion not only for others, but for yourself. So by sitting with the mind, we're training it to be more open and at ease. So we consequently, we're developing the ability to have greater calm, greater clarity, contentment, and compassion. So in doing so, we're increasingly learning to have a direct experience of the present moment. So when we can live in the present moment, we take away much of the suffering we cause ourselves. So when you think about it, we have pain that we have no control over. So let's just talk about COVID. We have really no control over this COVID situation, right? And that would be our pain because we can't do anything about it. It's here, it's now, that's what's happening. So let's say that COVID and what's bringing it into our life is we're at about a 5 or a 6 for being uncomfortable and in some pain. What we do have some control over is the suffering we do with that pain. So if our pain's at a 5 or a 6, what we do with our thoughts and our feelings is going to contribute to how much suffering we have. If we're going to be worried, we're going to be not content, we can't accept what is, all those things are going to take us out of this moment and take us into a suffering mode. So we might not be able to stop life from happening through meditation, but we can stop our suffering so it's not as bad as if we just, because we can just live in the moment, which is really all we really have. Now, this might seem abstract to some, so I thought maybe it would be helpful to describe what meditation is not. So meditation is not about emptying the mind or clearing the mind or stopping thoughts. Our mind's nature is to think. And so what we're really doing when we meditate is we're becoming clear and seeing and noticing our thoughts more clearly. If we resist thinking, if we say, no, I'm going to clear my mind, I don't want any thoughts, the first thing that's going to happen is thoughts are going to start to bubble up because our mind is going to be full of thoughts. Rather, what I would like to say is we want to observe the thoughts, we want to observe our feelings, and realize that we're just the observer of our thoughts and feelings. And thoughts are not facts, they're just thoughts, which is a pretty important point. Feelings are just feelings. If we don't add sticky thoughts to them, they can come and go within 90 seconds. So if we're observing our thoughts and not engaging in our thoughts, thoughts come and they go. Just like you would take a thought, oh, I have a thought. There's a thought, I guess I was upset this morning, and you take that thought and put it on a leaf and let it drip down the river. So we're not going to stop the thoughts. We're just going to start to become more aware of the thoughts. Meditation is not about becoming a different person, a new person, or a better person. Meditation is not the same as concentration. It's not the active engagement of the mind on a specific topic. And doesn't guarantee relaxation, serenity, or bliss, which we would think if we're going to meditate, we'd feel good when we're done. But really, relaxation could be a side effect of meditation. But meditation involves a range of feelings, and sometimes when we sit and be present, it can be really uncomfortable because the things that we're noticing come up aren't very comfortable. Maybe the emotions coming up aren't the ones that are blissful and that we would like. Meditation is not checking out or escaping our problems or duties. It's actually bringing us right there to just kind of sit with them. Meditation is not necessarily spiritual or religious. It does share a long history with religions and offers important spiritual components for many practitioners, but anyone can meditate regardless of creed. So, the emotional benefits of meditation. I just want to talk about that for a few minutes. The brain is the part of the body where meditation can really work its magic. It's certainly true that as we meditate, we become more capable of coping with negative emotions and practicing viewing heightened emotions as passing states. So we might find ourselves really upset. We notice we're really upset. We pause, we stay with it, and then we just notice it as it comes and goes. One of the most profound advantages of meditation is that it can not only change our mindset and our perspective, but it physically alters our brains and rewires them towards more positive thoughts and emotions, which is a pretty big deal. So meditation can decrease the negative neurological connections to the prefrontal cortex, or the me center of the brain. So it dampens traits such as fear, stress, and anxiety. And alternatively, it builds new positive neurological connections to the part of the brain responsible for promoting traits like focus and decision making. And it also shows that the gray matter in our brain, the area of the brain that's responsible for emotional regulation, planning, problem solving, as well as cortical thickness, it's responsible for learning and memory. These areas both increase with regular meditation practice. And we're not talking you got to practice meditation 40 minutes a day. We're talking 10 minutes a day. So alternatively, the amygdala, which regulates how we feel stress, fear, and anxiety, it responds to meditation by shrinking. So that's our fight or flight center. And it's easy to get into fight or flight without even realizing it. And what this is saying is that as we meditate, the more we practice it, this area becomes less reactive. So maybe we're able to pause more, not react, and just be while we make the decision of how to respond to a situation instead of reacting. I would say that's the biggest point of meditation ever. We learn not to be so reactive, we pause, and we make decisions that are more effective in the end. So, meditation basics. Most meditations begin by sitting in a quiet place, closing your eyes, calming the mind, and focusing on the breath. And basically, there's more to meditating than sitting quietly, though, and breathing. When we meditate, we're essentially cultivating awareness and compassion, and we're training the mind to stop being so easily distracted and instead be more focused in the present moment. So using our breath as the anchor, which is what we were doing a little bit of at the beginning, we just simply sit and gradually learn to let the thoughts and feelings come and go, and we notice the thought. We maybe put it on that leaf and let it float down the river, and then we come back to breath. And you just need to know it's completely normal for your mind to be thinking and jumping all over the place. And our goal is for you, as you meditate, to notice, oh, you've gotten on a train of thought. You've started this narrative that we get going on in our heads. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go back to breath and be present in the moment. Oh, there I'm back in that future thought about some conversation I'm going to have. Notice it and come back to breath. So we sit, we practice observing our thinking without getting caught up in the thoughts and the emotions. And if we get caught up on them, that's fine. We notice it and come back. So you eventually learn how to tame your restlessness by developing an awareness for the moments when our attention has wandered off. And each time we notice we're distracted, we build our awareness and we bring the attention back to the breath. So let's move into a meditation. It's a basic breathing meditation, and we're going to end with that. So just find a quiet place. Sit comfortably in your chair, on the cushion, on the floor, wherever you're at. And with your hands resting on your lap or your knees, feet flat on the floor, your back straight but still having its natural curve. And begin by taking 5 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And it's great if you can breathe through your abdomen. Nice deep breaths in and exhaling. And on the last exhalation, let your eyes gently close. And with your eyes closed, check in with your body. Feel the weight of your arms and legs and head. Noticing how your body feels where it touches the chair. And your feet, how they feel as they touch the ground. Now check in with your senses. So notice the smells in the room. And now notice the sounds in the room. Notice the sounds that are close by. And now notice the sounds that are far away. Now drop beneath the sounds to the quiet beneath the sounds. Notice the textures you're feeling, perhaps with the clothes against your body or the arms touching the chair. Now bring your attention to your breath and don't alter it or rush it. Just simply allow it to continue at its own pace and rhythm. Observe the rising and falling sensation that it creates in your body. Begin silently counting each breath. 1 as you inhale, 2 as you exhale, 3 on the next inhalation, and so on up till 10. And you might notice your mind wandering off, and don't worry, that's completely normal. Just become aware of the thoughts and let them go, and then go back to your breath, which is your anchor. It always brings us back to the present moment. In becoming aware of our thoughts, observing them without getting involved with them, we're teaching the mind to not be so easily distracted. Just guide your attention back to your breath. If you can remember the number you're at, start there or start over. The more we practice coming back to the breath and the more we sit to meditate, the more our stability of mind increases over time and the more our awareness grows. And then finish your meditation like you started. So bring awareness back to your body, noticing how your body feels, noticing where your body's touching the chair and your feet are touching the ground. Noticing any sensations or discomfort, whether you can smell, taste, hear, or feel anything. And also check into what your level of stress is right now and if your number changed from the beginning of our session to now. 10 being the most stressed. What number are you at right now? When you're ready, open your eyes and bring yourself back to the room. And just notice how you feel. If you feel a little bit more alert, if you feel a little more refreshed, if that was really hard for you. And know that meditation can be a very simple practice of doing 3 minutes a day until you've built that up, and then you can move to 5, shooting for 10 minutes a day, but pick the same time, same place every time if you can, so your body and your mind start to become ready when you arrive to do your meditation practice. So that's it for today. I hope that was helpful. It's definitely well worth your time for your wellness.
Thank you very much. It was very nice.
Thank you, Megan. I'd be happy to join you again if you ever need that. And we
Awesome.
will talk soon. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, everyone.